could look me in the eye. It's all because of Jesus, he the reason I'm alive. I live by faith, by grace, you know that I ain't gotta strive. They told me, tone it down.
Hey everyone, my name is Jared, and this is my friend Ryan, and we have the most influential part of our crew here. This is Josie. Everybody say hello to Josie. She is by far the most intelligent member of the boat parade.
That is a fact.
So we just wanted to introduce you to her because she's very vocal, and I'm sure you hear her sometimes. So we wanted to let you see her on this episode of Meet the Boys.
Meet the boys, meet the boys. We got to get like an intro video. You want to say hi? I think that's what she had to say. What she was saying was, today is going to be a great Meet the Boys. This is our third in this series. We're going to be meeting some of the new Bucs players going into this great season, a dominating season, a season where we're going to see a lot of these guys grow. You got some younger guys that are going to start their journey kind of in the NFL, and then you have some guys that really came from some pretty great places in college, have a little more experience. But I'm excited today to go through. So tell us, who are we meeting today?
You know, I'm really enjoying doing this because I've never actually done this before. Like at any point, I've just been like, yes, these are the Bucs draft picks. Here's who we have. But I've never like looked into their lives and where they come from and how that will impact who they are as a player, and then what they do for the Bucs.
It kind of like humanizes them. You know, like it makes you feel, now when we watch every game, we go like, bro, that's the guy from Ohio, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, like you connect with these guys, you know?
So, like, I'm not picking favorites, but so far, this is like my favorite story that I've read. And I mentioned this.
Favorites, though.
Whenever we did like the rundown of of all the draft picks that the Bucs did. Now we're diving into them individually, but we're gonna go over Rachaad White. He was the third round draft pick for the Bucs, and he has an awesome story on his path to the NFL. So Rachaad, he grew up in Kansas City, Missouri. That's gonna be awesome with all the crinkly noises.
She's really passionate about this one.
She likes Rachaad White. She's a big fan.
Yeah.
So he grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, and he attended Center High School, and he was really good there. As a senior, he had over 2,000 all-purpose yards, and he was named to first-team All-State for Missouri. Coming out of high school, he was a zero-star recruit, so he didn't really have anywhere to go. So he stayed and went to a Division II school called Nebraska Kearney. He redshirted when he was there and then ultimately transferred to a JUCO in California. And here's really where the story began for him. You know, you could have a couple of different options at that point. All right, I'm going to be in JUCO, and I'm going to go for it, and things aren't working, so I'm going to kind of give up.
Right.
But he did it.
Which is such a temptation. Like, discouragement is a killer of so many great athletes.
Definitely. So he went to Mount San Antonio Community College, JUCO in California, and he had great success there. He became the number 3 running back in all of JUCO. Hey. And while in JUCO, they don't have scholarships there at this school. So when he was there and he was playing JUCO football and going to class, to make ends meet, he worked the warehouse jobs. He assembled furniture, and then he even worked security at Coachella. That's how this guy playing football, going to college, doing all of his classes and working. He said he was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, would go do these things, and then would go play football, then go to class. Absolutely incredible.
That takes such an inner motivation. Like, I wonder if you asked him, like, and when you woke up at 4 a.m., because we've done that before when we were training for a triathlon. It's like, when you wake up at 4 a.m., what is the heart thought that makes you wake up out of bed and go grind at 4 a.m. to chase your dream? You know, there's got to be something there. So what an inspiration.
So then in 2020, May of 2020, he committed to Arizona State University, which is where he played for his last 2 seasons. When he was there, during those 2 seasons, he averaged 6.4 yards per carry. And now, obviously, I'm going to say this with a grain of salt. He played in the Pac-12, and their defense kind of blows. But he still did it.
Yeah,
He's still Division I college football going out there and doing it. He's incredibly shifty, which kind of fits the style of Pac-12. So that was really cool. So absolutely incredible. This is the guy, and we talked about the story before, where during like his first mini camp, He was just so excited to be there, loved football so much that he asked to take his helmet home to the hotel where he was staying at so that he could watch the NBA playoffs and just wear his helmet, watch the game through his visor. A dude that has that mentality, you want that dude on your team.
That's right. And you want to draft that guy. That's the kind of guy that, like, you see that kind of passion for just being a part. It's almost like he doesn't come in with this arrogant attitude. And I think working, not having a scholarship, cultivated this kind of guy that's going to be such a great part of the team because it's like this guy's humbled and honored to be a part of this franchise.
He's just happy to be there.
He's happy to be there.
And
play
then because
football.
of that, hey, I want to stay here now.
He's happy, and he's happy. He's could be a franchise type player, long term player. And my thing is, like, he just loves to play football. And those are the kind of guys that are the best to have out there because no matter how much money they get, they're not motivated by money. They're not motivated. They just want to play ball, man. They want to get out there and grind, and they love to do that. And we love to see guys like that join Tampa teams because we know you can trust those guys moving forward in the years to come.
Definitely. He's a very shifty back, both rushing and receiving out of the backfield. I think that'll complement Leonard Fournette very well, who's more of a big guy, can run downhill very fast but still be elusive. To have that shifty guy, as long as he can make the transition to the league, I think he'll be very beneficial to the team as a complement to Leonard Fournette.
I think Josie wants to say something.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Announcement coming.
What do you think?
Breaking news.
Say dada. Say dada. Tell the world. Tell the world you could do it. Say dada.
If she said it, that would be the best.
Say dada. She does say it.
Maybe not, but getting a guy.
She does.
Maybe getting a guy that rushed for 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns his senior year, but then also had almost 500 receiving yards and a touchdown. That's incredible. I think he'll be a big addition to the Bucs. I'm going to see if we can pull just some footage of his college highlights and put it on here if we can get permission to do that. We'll see what we can do, but I think that'd be cool to overlay some of what we're talking about. Because I before we even drafted him, I had watched this guy in college, and I was like, that guy could be really good one day.
Wow.
So pretty cool that we have him now, and he's what a story to go along with it. Rachaad White, welcome to the team.
Rachaad, welcome to the family, man.
I loved looking at your story and talking about it on Meet the Boys edition for the Buccaneers. But if you like this video, thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Give us your suggestions and tell us how cute Josie is because she's the star of the show.
She's the star of this show.
The greatest contributor
Meeting
to
the
everything.
Boys.
And the smartest one.
And make sure you like and subscribe. She's really interested in this computer here. Just, let's see. Can you stop the audio? Can you stop it? No, Boop. I have to do it. We love you guys. Thanks for watching Meet the Boys.
You know you can look me in the eye. It's all because of Jesus. He the reason I'm alive. I live by faith, by grace. You know that I ain't gotta strive. They told me tone it down.